All right, now let's look at the first of the three basic implementations of data persistence in this chapter. Now, PlayerPrefs is the most basic one, and it's also the easiest one to use, so we'll start with that. Also, it's directly built into Unity, so that's another reason why we might want to look at it first. However, it has huge downsides, but I'll talk about this later. So first off, PlayerPrefs saves data between different sessions. So it's, as I already said, a method to implement data persistence into our games. It's developed for very, very simple applications. Don't use this on games like Skyrim or, I don't know, huge strategy games like StarCraft or something. It's really not meant to work for that. However, the huge advantage is it's incredibly easy to use. It's platform independent, so it works on PC, on Mac, on Android, on iOS, you name it. It works everywhere, even on Linux. However, if you want to save a little bit more complex data, that's really not good. So PlayerPrefs are for, for small indie games like, I don't know, a jump and run where you have to save a high score and maybe the level you're currently in. But it's really not for complex data. So this is the link for the documentation, and we're going to look into that right away. But first, I want to show you something else. So let's look how PlayerPrefs actually work. It's just like a dictionary from plain C#. If you're familiar with that, they work just the same way. So it saves values to a key. So for example, if you want to save the player's name, you create a key named name, and then you add a value to this key, and this value would be Hans. Or for example, if you have age to save, then you name the key age, and you save the value 15 into this age. So quite simple, right? The value can then be retrieved via the key. We'll see that right away. So here's a code example, and we want to save the string qual to the key player name. And now let's get in what this code does. So first of all, I have an input field which has a text, and I want to get the text that is in there. So I retrieve my player name from this input field, and then I say PlayerPrefs dot set string, and this saves the content of the input field to the key player name. So on my hard drive, it would look something like this now. Player name is the key. So first comes always the key, and then comes the value. Also, on the hard drive, nothing will happen until I say PlayerPrefs.save. This only when I call .save, this saves all the changes to the PlayerPrefs to the hard disk. And this is important because imagine you have, I don't know, 500 different things you need to save. If you call .save after each and every one of them, you have to save those 500 things separately, and that's not very smart. The better way to do is to bulk save them, to queue all the 500 changes you're going to make and then save them in one single operation. All right, now if you want to load it, you can write this line of code. So here's again the text, and we just get the string from the key player name. All right, let me show you how this would work in a practical way. So I recorded this GIF, so I just write some text here, save it, and when I then stop play mode and go into play mode again and load it, it's still there. So data persistence definitely works. And now let's do this in Unity. So I now opened a completely blank Unity project, and we're just going to create a small demo. Demo PlayerPrefs. And when we open it, oh, come on. All right, so we'll just check if input.getKey down keycode.s for save. Then we say PlayerPrefs dot setInt. I don't know, let's save the current HP. And let's say he has 95 HP. Right. Then if let's just copy this. If I press L for load, I just say PlayerPrefs.getInt cur HP. And I print it to the console. I think it's were loaded. And here we just say print saved cur HP to 95. Value of 95. Let's do it like this. All right, save it. Let's run the code. Just wait for it to finish compilation, put it on something, and press play. Now let's look at the console. When I press S, it's saved with a value of 95. When I load it, it was loaded. Now let's close it and start it again. You see, it's still 95. I can even show you, I will close this project and I'll just open it up again. All right. And here we are back. Let's start it up again and press L. You can see it's still 95. So data persistence definitely works with this. Super easy to use. One line to save, one line to load. It won't get any easier than that. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumb me up and subscribe me. And also I want to mention I've got a Udemy course going on about this very topic, save games, serialization and data persistence. And if you want to dive deeper into this topic, you should head over there and grab the course at a discount. You can find the link for the discount in the description below. And maybe I will see you over there.